serious drunk. And,
yeah.
They live together. They've been living together for 11 years, I think. And they're divorced. And I asked her one day, why don't you ever remarry? And she said, she, out of her fear, said that I don't want him to feel safe. So.
Yeah. Is he violent with her?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been sober for 12 years.
She's just got so much stuff. You've really taken on a lot of her fear to try to stabilize her. It's like, as a little girl, it's like this thing of feeling guilty for being a burden on someone who already had so much fear going on and so much survival stuff that it's like you're getting programmed real early, like, God, you just can't pull on me at all because I can't take one more thing. And that putting in a guilt in your space about ever needing anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I heard that all the time.
Yeah. And it's just, it's like if you put on too much pressure, I could go crazy, you know, or...
Those are the exact wording.
I'd like you to look at the door, and knowing that this is the door where you're going to be going in and meeting your higher self and your guidance of the light. And what does it say on that door? Is anything written there, Cindy?
It just says, hello.
I'd like you to just look through the door handle or how the door opens. And as you touch that handle or that opening, feel it against your fingertips. You open the door and walk into this room. It will be a well-lit room. And as you go in, your higher self is standing right there to meet you. She looks really happy to see you here, welcoming you in her loving way. And you reach out and either take her hands or embrace her, whatever feels natural. And look into her eyes. And you might ask her if she's able at this time to clarify her name for you so that you'll know what to call her. Did she give you a name? Mm-hmm. What is that?
Sierra.
Sierra. Oh, that's nice. Well, we're happy to be with you today, Sierra, on this little journey of healing with Cindy. And as we're standing there with Sierra, you notice the sound of gentle footsteps. And you turn in the direction of the footsteps and you see Maya coming toward you. And you greet Maya in a way that feels comfortable. And just take a moment to connect with her now. You can ask if she has any message for you today, if you'd like.
She says that there's nothing to fear in here.
Yeah. And would you ask Maya if she's of the light?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We hear now footsteps again. And we see the being that is called Bearhawk approaching. And you're open to receive Bearhawk. Is Bearhawk a male? And welcome him and greet him. And ask him if he's of the light. Okay. Would you like to ask him if he has any message for you today?
He's glad that he came. He knew I wouldn't leave him in peace. It's a joke.
Welcome, Bearhawk, today. And I'd like you now to make a circle of holding hands with your guides and your higher self. And as you feel their hands connecting with yours, I'd like you to just let the energy run between you. The love and the light. That confidence that they bring with them. And as you're holding hands, you're just aligning with the purpose for this journey today, which is to find the source of blockages to trust and intimacy in your life. Now back to your mother-in-law, they say. Okay. Now say her name again. I want to see if we've got her out of your energy field.
Loretta Marie Gilson.
Yeah, we're supposed to get him cleaned out too. Were you afraid of him as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was he violent at times?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you've taken on a lot of his pain.
Mm-hmm.
And you took it on so he wouldn't hurt you or your mother.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was crazy.
It was like, maybe if I take on some of his stuff, then he won't be so apt to act it out,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Right down the right side of your body, under your right breast. It's like, you've really tried to give him energy to keep him balanced so he wouldn't hurt you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and it hurts.
And other people.
It's tender to touch.
Yeah, under your whole right breast and down into here. It's just full of this sort of gray, blobby-looking energy of his that you've taken on.
And he'd give it to me, too.
Mm-hmm.
If you wouldn't do this, I wouldn't have to beat up your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You've cleared your contracts about it. You just haven't gotten all his energy out of there. Do you still smoke?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's aggravating. So the problem.
4 months I've noticed where it's aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it.
That's because you're starting to get enough cleared out that you can tell.
So I just watched this documentary and they talked about not quitting cold turkey anymore. How that's not good and to cut back.
Mm-hmm. You know, they have herbal cigarettes too.
I just saw that,
Some people,
smoker's tea.
yeah, some people will work with that. Also, the vitamin C and B can help with the withdrawal symptoms a lot. As soon as you start on this extra C and B, immediately start cutting back. Like, my guess is you could probably cut at least in half when you start taking those.
Mm-hmm. Well, I went from 2 packs a day to 1.
Uh-huh.
So
it's time to cut down to half. What? How many cigarettes are in a pack?
20.
Okay, I was told 10 a day is what you'd cut back to, so that 8 to 10. Yeah.
Such a crutch.
Mm-hmm. It's a health issue, though, now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the energies are building in your body, and what they do is they can actually attract and hold these dark energies from people like your mother-in-law and your father in your body. So getting them out, it's like, if you don't kind of start doing what you, and it's not from a place of guilt, I'm just saying, you know, you're going to need to do what you need to do to change your energy field so that there's nothing that they can access anymore. See, divine intervention is always given in direct proportion to a person's willingness to help themselves, and the council won't give intervention when someone won't do their part.
But just boom in my head.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they'll do a lot for us, but we have only when we're doing our part too. Say your father's name again.
Robert Allen McMillan.
Okay, that cleared a lot. How does it feel over in here now? Can you feel a shift?
Mm-hmm. Still tender.
Yeah.
It feels like my muscle got
The
bruised.
tissue, yeah. Run some light through there and see if we can get it do some healing. You've done a good job at clearing your contracts about all this. I'm not running into any of those to do. What it is, Cindy, is he's just, his energy is just totally blocking your female channels. There are channels in the body that have to do with the flowing of the endocrine system, or female hormones and stuff. And he's just like glommed in your female channels. Like you've been trying to use your female energy to heal him so he won't hurt people. And
that's been there for a long time.
I'm wanting to teach you about the female energy channels and how to keep them clear and run them, but I'm being told I can't do that today because the other things we have to do are priority. But sometime I'd like to do that, and it's a meditation. I haven't ever taught you that, have I? Female channels. That's something you're going to need to know because it's just an area you need to start owning for yourself, but I can't do it today. Now how's it feeling in there?
Good. I feel taller.
That's not surprising. You've got more space. See if I think even some of the soreness may be better.
Yes.
Still pretty tender?
No.
Not like it was?
No.
Yeah.
I can push on it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't before.
Mm-hmm. It should continue to get better now. I'm going to kind of leave some healing energy in there. The guides are kind of laughing at me. They're saying, leave it now. You've done what you can do for now. Now say your father's name, please.
Robert Allen McMillan.
Okay. Well, he can be vampire-like too, just like your mother-in-law.
What?
There's some places where he's kind of just some pain in your space from where he's been in there a lot. It's more of his energy that comes in through the back of the heart down to his third. I want to get him pulled out of there. I just keep seeing like his sexual energy in your space.
My dad?
Yeah. Real yucky energy. Mm-hmm. It just...
He never had good energy. I don't remember him. If you wanted a good memory, I couldn't come up with one.
I mean, I'm not seeing pictures about him actually physically molesting you, but I don't know if he ever did or not. He just, that's the nature of the energy of his. It's like, it's real.
Well, I remember one time I caught him making out with another woman.
Mm-hmm.
And that was thick energy.
Mm-hmm. Now say his name again.
Robert Allen McMillan.
There's some programming in your energy field I'm being told to clear out. It goes kind of right across your face and up in the left side of your brain. It's from your dad, and it's him telling you that you'll never get away from the family, that you're just like them, you're part of them, and you can't outgrow them. It's just kind of like, you're just like the rest of us, you're no better than anybody else, and, Now back to your mother-in-law, they say. Okay. Now say her name again. I want to see if we've got her out of your energy field.
Loretta Marie Gilson.
And say her name once more.